The shell that sang. In a peaceful island village, where the palm trees whispered, and the waves told bedtime stories, lived a little girl named Lina. She had the wildest curls the wind ever danced with, and her eyes held the color of deep oceans, mysterious, full of questions, and older than her years. But Lina was different. She had never spoken a word since the day she was born. Doctors came. Elders prayed. Some said she was cursed. Others said she was simply broken. But Lina never looked sad. She laughed with her eyes, sang with her drawings in the sand, and danced when no one was watching. She spent her days near the sea, her favorite place. There, she listened. To the wind, to the waves, to the heartbeat of the earth beneath her bare feet. Every day, she'd gather shells and stones and build tiny stories in the sand. Her fingers did the speaking, creating castles, sea creatures, and tiny people with seaweed hair. The villagers watched her from a distance. Some smiled, some shook their heads. "Poor child," they'd whisper. "She'll never have a voice." But one evening, something changed. After a heavy rainstorm, as Lina was walking along the shoreline, she found a shell unlike any other. It shimmered in shades of blue and silver, almost glowing in the twilight. It was warm to the touch, humming faintly, not like music, but like memory. She held it to her ear, and suddenly she heard something. Not words, not music, but a song made of moonlight, of laughter, of forgotten dreams. A voice that seemed to say, "You are not silent. The world is just too loud to hear your kind of speaking." That night, Lina dreamt the ocean was speaking to her. The sea didn't speak in words, but in waves that matched the rhythm of her heart. "Lina," it said, "you are made of everything this world forgets to listen to." The next morning, the sky changed. Dark clouds gathered suddenly. A terrible storm roared toward the island. Boats began to rock violently. The wind screamed. Waves grew taller than trees. People ran, shouted, prayed. But Lina, she walked straight to the beach. Clutching the magical shell, she stood facing the sea. No one dared follow. She knelt gently in the sand, placed the shell down, and closed her eyes. Then she raised her arms and spread her fingers to the sky. A soft glow surrounded her. The sea stopped, the wind paused. Even the thunder fell silent, as if the world leaned in to listen. For the first time, Lina's silence became the loudest voice of all. Within moments, the clouds parted. The waves shrunk back like shy children. The storm, once angry and wild, disappeared as if it had been tamed by something ancient and kind. The villagers stood frozen. Then someone whispered, "She saved us." Another murmured, "She spoke to the sea." But Lina turned, calm and quiet as ever. She didn't need applause. She didn't need words. She simply smiled wide and knowing. Because now, they understood. You don't have to speak to be heard.